Alright, what's up y'all, LakerFan here. As you can see by the title of today's video, this is the best center build in all of NBA 2K22 Next Gen. We are looking currently at my 7-foot glitched out metric build. This has 6'10" stats on defense and is ridiculous in terms of the height that you have as far as how you play on D. So, we're here to showcase this in today's video, but I want to add a twist to this. So, this is the best defensive center build in NBA 2K22 Next Gen. The versatility is insane, and again, the way that you move in terms of being on defense and being this tall while still having the speed and the vertical of a 6'10" build is insane. But at the same time, we're going to talk about the offensive ability of a 6'10", and what I actually want to showcase to you guys is this glitchy 6'10" build right here, how insane it looks on offense, and we're going to talk about all this in today's video. So again, we're sort of splitting this up into two builds. I understand the video title says this is the best center build, as in it kind of is meant to be one video and one build, but we're going to talk about these two different builds right here and talk about the versatility that this has on the offensive end with the 6'10" and the versatility that this has on the defensive end at the 7 foot, which technically, like I said, has 6'10" stats on D. So first I want to showcase the difference between a regular default 7-footer and then the glitched out metric 7-footer. So you're going to see this is the default build right here. I'll explain when we get into the metric system later in the video. I don't want to start things off too complicated, but as you can see, this is the default 7-footer. It only has 83 vertical, 72 speed. It lacks a couple things like the perimeter defense and steal rating being higher. Additionally, all you're looking at is 58 ball handle, 51 speed with ball, 79 driving dunk, 81 driving layup. The list goes on and on. The default 7-footer, it's still good, but take a mental screenshot of all these ratings right here and compare it to this build right here of the glitched 7-foot metric build. It really is crazy, bro. So now you're going to see the driving layup shoot all the way up to 86, the driving dunk all the way up to 83, ball handle to 65, speed with ball to 57. We have perimeter defense at 71, steal rating at 75. The speed shoots up by 2 from 72 to 74, and the vertical goes up from 2 as well from 83 to 85. All just to be literally the exact same height and all types of crazy stuff with this. So as you can see, this build right here is built different on defense. And to compare it to the 6'10" real quick, we're going to give a quick vague look at all the stats that you get on a 6'10" build. So this is what you will see on any 6'10" build that you create. 74 speed, 85 vertical. It's the exact same thing as what I just showed on the glitched out metric build. But with the glitched metric build that I have with the 7-footer, you're looking at 2 inches taller just to have the exact same physicals. So to give some perspective on what makes a 7-footer so crazy to have 74 speed, I want to give you guys some perspective on this. So picture yourself on a 6'5" build with 74 speed versus a 7-footer with 74 speed. They play entirely differently, clearly. It's all based on height. The height to speed ratio is so big when it comes to on-ball defense. That's why I feel so amazing on D when it comes to this build and how I can just really lock people up when I get ISO'd against smaller guards or anything like that as well. Now, let's talk about the cons of this build. The problem is that you only get 83 driving dunk. If I could manage to get one more driving dunk, it would be insane. And you may just ask, well, Laker, why don't you just drop the height down? You could probably get a driving dunk off that. Well, as you can see, even if I drop the height, minimize the weight, and max the wingspan and all types of stuff like that, I still only end up at 83 driving dunk. So you do need to be 6'10" to even get that in the first place. And what makes the 6'10" so crazy, and we're going to talk about this, is 6'10" is the cutoff. It's the bare minimum you can be to still get the big man contact dunks. So this right here is a metric 6'10" build. It's a little bit taller. It's just like barely taller than this build is right here. This is the default 6'10". So they have pretty much the exact same ratings and the exact same badge unlocks. I'm just going to showcase to you guys how you can make it a little bit taller and maybe get a little bit more bang for your buck when it comes to that. But either way, you can see 6'10", 213 on the weight, 7'8" wingspan. We get the exact same thing in terms of the physicals. Again, we're shooting for that 91 offensive and defensive rebound for the goal rebound chaser, 74 speed, 85 vertical. The list goes on and on. It's like the exact same thing as what the 7-footer just showed in terms of the physicals. Now with this, here's the thing. You achieve badges like ankle braces and menace because of your height. These are height capped. You have to be 6'10" or below to have ankle braces, and you have to be 6'11" or below to have menace at all. So this is a little bit interesting. This build is so much more versatile when it comes to you playing more perimeter defense. Now again, I do want to stress home the point of being 2 inches shorter and having the exact same speed as you could if you were 7 feet tall. But with this build right here, you have 70 plus ball handle, which gives you some really good size up escape packages like the LeBron size up escape. You have some really good size up packages just in general, like Lonzo Ball and all types of stuff like Carmelo and whatnot. And honestly, they're not amazing, but they're still really good for being bigs. You also unlock the ability to just run bailout in general. On the 7-footer, you can't even have it at all. With this, you could achieve gold if you would like to. Now, what I showcased is actually this right here, where I didn't even have that. You don't really achieve any badge points, and at the end of the day, I'm not even sure that it would be valid to really run gold bailout, but either way, it's still an option. You also would get gold glue hands instead of silver, and silver handles for days instead of bronze. Now, this isn't really the biggest deal. I'm not going to sit here and drive home these types of points at you guys where it's like handles for days, glue hands, bailout types of stuff like that. What we're here to talk about with this 6'10" build right here is 84 driving dunk, bro. It really is crazy to have that. You get the pro contact dunk packages. With this build, like we already said a couple of times, being 6'10" allows you to have the elite and pro big man contact dunk packages too. This includes alley-oop packages and stuff like that as well. All types of crazy stuff with this, and we're here to showcase that in today's video. The one other addition that I want to talk about the 6'10" build as well is the fact that you get gold slither finisher. On the 7-footer you don't get any at all, and also acrobat is restricted on the 7-footer as well. With this you can get silver acrobat, which isn't the biggest deal in the world, but it is still a pretty cool thing. To be able to get slithery especially is really big. One last comparison that we're going to do between the two builds defensively, as well as the fact that you have just enough steal rating to have gold interceptor on the 6'10" build, but you don't have enough interior defense to have gold brick wall, and if you go high enough on your weight to get the gold brick wall, you don't have enough driving dunk to be able to get the 84 for the pro contact dunk packages. So it's a little bit of balance between the two of them. Obviously, like I said, the 7-footer is taller and has the exact same physicals. That's what it has going for it, whereas it also has gold brick wall. But overall, that's really all the 7-footer has on this build right here. So what the video title is intended for is I want to make the case for this build right here being the best big man build. Now, I haven't played any gameplay on this at all. I will give you guys that disclaimer. I do plan to make a build like this though, 100%. Being 6'10" looks really cool, bro. To have gold interceptor with also still having the pro contact dunks and having the big man contact dunks. To be able to get driving and standing contact dunks sounds so crazy and so fun, combined with the fact that you have actual good dribble animations with this, as well as the fact that you even still have things like ankle braces. You have really good rebounding still, really good shot blocking. The versatility on defense is crazy. And again, with this 6'10" build right here, it's so elite. This is the only build in the game that can get this combination right here. Elite standing bigs, pro standing bigs for the contact dunk packages, as well as still having the 1-foot moving pro contact dunks and the 2-foot moving pro contact dunks. That is a crazy combo, bro. It's so insane. And then for the alley-oop game, you also can get these right here as well. You can get the pro contacts and the big contacts as well. I mean, bro, it really is insane what this build is capable of in terms of achieving when it comes to the dunking ability. And I cannot stress enough how much on the 7-footer build I would love to have the ability to still, with me having the standing contact dunk packages, to be able to actually still do this as well, get the driving contact dunks and not be a complete liability when it comes to the driving game. And for those of you who checked out the video from a couple days ago as well, where we were talking about the more dunks equal more dunks, where the more dunk packages you have, the better it is for you. You can actually achieve this LeBron James package right here as well with the driving dunk rating that you have. And also you get the things that we had from before. So like Blake Griffin, Dwight Howard, Sean Kemp, Shaq, Ben Simmons, Daryl Dawkins, Giannis. It's all the same stuff. It's just you're adding the LeBron James package in there now with the 84 driving dunk. And the icing on the cake that we're going to talk about is this right here. You get the Playmaker Takeovers as well for being this 6'10" build right here. So you have Team Takeover Booster as an option. Now, when you have this activated, let's go ahead and say that you wanted to not really run this as your secondary. You don't really need this. You could run things like stuff blocks, where maybe you get blocks more occasionally and it's way more often that you have that pop off. And then with your team takeover boost, you as the big man, when you pop your takeover, if your guard scores or passes to anybody or anything like that, his takeover is going up drastically faster than it would if you didn't have this activated. Team takeover booster is insane when it comes to being a role player, and you being a big man, it really contributes to that even more. As well as, like I said, on the 7-footer, the only 2 signature size ups that I can equip are Giannis, and now they actually did just drop a brand new Ben Simmons in here. So with this Ben Simmons, you actually only need 65 ball handle to do so. So with the 7-footer glitch metric build, I can actually achieve just that. But either way, with this, you still get things like the Carmelo Anthony and Lonzo Ball. I'm assuming it's Lonzo. I don't think this would be LaMelo. But either way, these look pretty doable. I haven't used them yet, but again, a couple different size up packages that you can get. Now, the one thing that I have used that I could 100% guarantee you is going to be really crazy is this LeBron James size up escape package. It has a crazy hop back to it. It's a really good size up escape package. You need exactly 70 ball handle for it. This build right here gets 73. Now, there are a couple really good ones that do require 75 ball handle. So if you did find a way to somehow do this, it would be nice. And I do want to just give you guys this tidbit of information. There is a way for you to still be classified as being 6'10" while still having 75 ball handle, but it doesn't give you the big man contact dunk packages. You're not tall enough quote unquote, to be able to get those. The game understands that you're below 6'10" if you do it through the metric system. We'll explain this stuff a little bit further in the video, but either way, I just want to let you guys know this is the build right here. 6'10" default. You don't have to do it on metric or anything like that. Signature combos. I mean, man, look at this. You could be literally a big man, someone that can get standing contact dunk packages while still doing things like this. The signature combo with Paul George. I mean, that's crazy, bro. It's so insane. And then to even still have the Kevin Durant. This doesn't look super fast or super glitchy or anything like that. I really do think that if you can figure out how to speed boost with this, and mind you, again, you have Playmaker Takeover, so you'd be boosting your speed with ball, your ball handle like crazy when you have Takeover activated. I mean, bro, this really could be a glitchy demigod build right here. And this kind of makes up for the fact that you don't have quick chain. I would assume that you can manage to speed boost out of multiple different things with this if you do the signature combos like this. And again, you can get a couple different things like the Westbrook package as well. This right here does look kind of interesting, but it's not quite as fast of a combo as the Paul George's. The one problem with this of not having the 75 ball handle is you don't get any nice behind the back packages. And I will say, man, having the Scottie Pippen and Damian Lillard really would be nice. You can see this really does get glitchy right here. Same with the Pippen. It's the Pro 3 from the earlier part of the game and, you know, previous games and stuff like that as well. What you do have, though, is the LeBron James crossover as well, which only requires 70. You can see this does kind of move. I'm not going to lie. Like, between the legs and crossovers, they both look pretty good. And then as some of you guys probably know, the Jimmy Butler moving step back can get kind of glitchy. It's not really a huge hop back, but you can speed boost out of it pretty manageably. I'm not sure, again, if this build can even do so, but again, I would assume that on Playmaker Takeover, you can absolutely do this type of stuff 100%. So again, this whole video is pretty much based on me talking about the differences between the 7-foot glitched out metric build and the 6'10". So what I want to do real quick is show you guys, you want to go to your settings and go ahead and turn the metric on. If you don't know how to do this, I'm just showing you. It's going to be the units measurement. You want to change it from imperial to metric. Now, I want to display to you really quickly how to set up these builds right here. You can see I even deleted a couple of my builds to be able to showcase this video right here. So if y'all want to drop a like, I really would appreciate that. Now let's go ahead and show the comparison between this. The difference between the default 7-footer and the glitched out metric 7-footer is really only 0.1 meter. So it's not a big difference. Again, you're both still listed at 7 foot as you saw in the earlier part of the video. I'm just showing the actual true meters height, what you're seeing. Now, this is the 6'10" build that I made in the metric system. This is the default 6'10" build. Again, this one right here is going to be 0.1 meter taller, but I want to showcase something to you guys. So I'm going to showcase both of these. This is going to be a longer video, but listen, man, I'm showing you guys a lot of gems with this stuff. I really want to keep this interesting. So with this, you're going to see it says that you need to be shorter than the height that you're listed at, right? It says you must be 2.08 meters or shorter. You can see it says 2.09. Same with Acrobat. You're going to see it says you must be 2.08 or shorter. 2.09 is what you're listed at. I'm going to go ahead and showcase to you guys in the build that I can even still equip these badges. All right, so here's the build, 2.09, the exact thing that we were just looking at. Now, with this, I'm going to go into this, and you can see with Acrobat, it's still a badge listed in your badge categories. You can see even Slithery Finisher still is. Now, because I care about you guys, and I'm going to go ahead and drop my own VC to showcase to you that you can still do this, I'm going to upgrade my driving dunk to at least 73 right here, and I'm going to showcase to you that you can get Slithery Finisher on silver. So we're going to go ahead and just drop like 3,000 VC. It is what it is. It's not that big a deal. But anyway, dropping the 3,000 VC, 73 driving dunk, you're going to see Slithery Finisher is pop on. Boom, just like that. And again, the badge says in the intro of making the build that you have to be below 2.08, and this build is 2.09, and you can still equip this badge. It's really glitchy that this is a thing. Same thing goes for Acrobat as well. All right, so like I said, it's pretty much as simple as this. 2.09 is better than 2.08. It's pretty much as simple as that. These have the exact same attribute ratings. It's just this one is better. It's straight like that, simple. So I'm going to explain to you how to create this glitchy one right here, which is the 6'10" that's just a slight bit taller, that still gets the exact same badges and everything like that, but it's just a little bit different than this one. If you're skeptical of that and you think it will get patched, you can go ahead and just make the default 6'10" if that's what you would like to create. I think it's still a really good build, but this right here is the big difference between just literally 0.1 meter of height. So many different attribute ratings. Look at this stuff, bro. It's so crazy. Again, just to kind of like scroll over this stuff again. 81 driving layup, 79 driving dunk, 58 ball handle, 51 speed with ball, perimeter defense, steal, speed, acceleration, vertical. The list goes on and on. But why would you ever make this one right here when you can go ahead and just make this build right here of, once again, you're only 0.1 meter shorter, and with this, you have so many better attribute ratings in every area. Driving layup, driving dunk, ball handle, speed with ball, perimeter defense, steal, speed, acceleration, vertical. The list goes on and on. It's literally 0.1 meter of height just for that. So the setup on this one is actually very easy. I'm going to go ahead and show you it just straight from the beginning. So all you have to do, create a new build. You have to be in the metric system though. We've already showcased how to do that. All you gotta do, come to power forward, set whatever you want for the handness and number. Now, with this, you're gonna move your height all the way up to the top. Make sure you hold it all the way because it has to reach the absolute pinnacle. Then you just come down 1 to 2.12. Boom. Now you have it, just like that. That's all you had to do. Simple, right? It's just as easy as that. And now we're gonna up our weight just a little bit to get that 91 rebound, and then boom, there you go. You get the 88 interior defense for the gold brick wall. You get the 91 rebound for the gold rebound chaser. And just like that, you have the exact build that I showcased with the 7-foot glitched out metric build. The key is moving it all the way up to the top and then coming down. All right, so that was pretty simple, right? All you have to do is go all the way up and then back down while you're in the metric system. Go back down to the 2.12. Simple as that, right? So now I'm going to explain with the 2.09. It's literally as simple as this. You do the exact same thing and then come down to 2.09. So with that glitched metric 7-footer build that you now have and you know how to create, all you have to do is come back down to 2.09, and now you're going to have the exact stats that I showed. It's 86 interior defense, the 91 rebound rating, the 99 max for the block, 78 steal, 76 perimeter defense, 73 ball handle. The list goes on and on. Now, check this out. What you could do as well, if you wanted to, I did realize that you can manage to get the 88 interior defense for the gold brick wall, but you managed to only have 72 speed. Now check this out, bro. This is where things get really, really good. I need you to stay with me because this metric system, it's a whole different universe, bro. It's so weird. If you drop the weight all the way down to 95 and then come back up to 100, now you can see I have 73 speed and I have 88 interior defense. It's really crazy that this stuff is a thing. I'm just trying to drop a lot of gems on you guys, but I understand this stuff does get really confusing. So I don't want to make it too confusing, but either way, you can see this is a perfect way of setting this up. You can get 88 interior defense for the gold brick wall. You still have 93 rebound ratings as well, which is nice to have. You can even get a couple extra defensive badges because of that. And again, you have the ability to get pro contact dunks with the elite big man contact dunks. You still have the good ball handle rating that you need for it. And what we're going to showcase with this again, one last time, is to talk about this perimeter defense stuff and the badges that are tied to it. It's so interesting that it says that you need to be 2.08 or shorter, yet you're 2.09 and you can still get menace. It's really, really weird. Now, because we went a little bit higher on the weight, it drops our perimeter defense down by 1 rating. So you need 76, I believe, to get silver menace. So that's why we only are able to achieve bronze with this instead of silver. But either way, you guys get the deal. This is a really cool way of setting these builds up right here. And honestly, when it comes down to which one is better, I can't really tell you, to be honest. I mean, this right here with the 2.09 is so glitchy when it comes to the offensive ability. The fact that you have play take, the driving contact dunks, the elite big man contact dunks still as well, and you have the ability to dribble the ball so much more manageably too. With this one, it's so glitchy on defense. We've already shown videos throughout the last like 5 days of me talking about this build and gassing this thing up. I love this thing. It's so crazy. But I will say, to be able to get driving contact dunks and to be able to actually manageably dribble the ball would be so fun to do. And I think this build right here could be so elite. And again, the play take, that's such a unimaginable world of fun. I mean, bro, you come out here, your playmaking ratings could be through the roof. You could even run juice and stuff like that. You'd be messing around with like having double play take, having like 85 plus ball handle on this build and going crazy, hitting momentums and like behind the backs and stuff like that, bro. It'd be insane. So anyway, that's all for the video. I understand there's gonna be some people who watch this video and you're like, oh, this build doesn't even have shooting. This is garbage. Listen, bro, you can make it however you want. I'm showing the templates of it. I'm showing literally the height, weight, wingspan, how to create it in the first place, what makes it special, the badges that it unlocks. You don't have to sit here and cry about stuff like that, bro. Make the build for yourself if you want to make it with shooting. That's insane, bro. That some people will sit here and cry about stuff like that. These are the builds that I create. The fact that they have driving and big man elite contact dunks, what even makes the reason for you to have shooting in the first place anyway? And it's very hard to do that probably on this build as well. I mean, it's already hard enough to even manage to have things like playmaking max, defense max, and to still have elite finishing as well. If you wanted to go lower on the standing dunk, hey, it is what it is, but then you're sacrificing what makes the build special. You're taking away the elite big man contact dunks. Or if you sacrifice, say, like close shot, it is what it is. Obviously, that's fine, but I mean, at that point, then you're going up for elite contact dunks, and if you don't get it, you're just going to smoke the layup. So I don't know, bro. Honestly, I feel like this is like an inside big man's dream if you make a build like this right here. Or again, I've been playing on this one as well and I've been loving it, bro. It's so crazy. The defense you can play with it, the screen setting, it's comp and it's fun at the same time. So anyway, I'm pretty positive that's everything for the video. There's a lot of untouched gems in this game and all types of crazy different builds, so it's kind of hard to talk about everything. But at the end of the day, both these two builds right here with the 2.12 and the 2.09, they are insane. If you wanted to make the default 6'10" build though, I do 100% understand. I understand it's really sketchy to see like the fact that it says that badges are restricted for you and you can't get them, but either way, it is what it is. The 610 default, it still looks really good, and again, play take, I can't even imagine. I can't wait to make this build and showcase this stuff to you guys. I'll probably rock out with the 2.09, to be honest with you. I just think it's cooler to be a little bit taller. But I will say, it does get a bit annoying sometimes to come out here and showcase to you guys my build videos and explain every single video that I have to do that it's something really crazy, or that some people try and make my build and they see 7-footer and they're like, yo, why do I have these garbage stats of this one right here? Then they get the actual default 7-footer stats and they're like, yo, my stats aren't matching up at all. What game are you playing, bro? It's really frustrating, I understand, but at the end of the day, I'm making the best builds possible and they're really fun, really glitchy. So anyway, that's all for the video. Hope you enjoyed. If you made it to the end, feel free to drop a like, sub if you're new, turn on the noties, all that good stuff. Like always, try 1,000 likes. And again, if you did make it to the end of the video, let's put 2.12 or just put 12 or 9 in the comments. Put 12 or 9 in the comments to show support to me all the way through to vouch for whichever of the two builds that you think is better, the 2.12 or the 2.09. Anyway, other than that, hope you all enjoyed. Take it easy, man. Peace.